It's Friday night. We're John and Stefanie, founders of Plantspiration. I'm a plant interventionist, lifestyle medicine coach, plant-based nutrition expert. On Wednesday nights, I'm a food for life instructor. But tonight, you guys, we're just taking you through like what we planned. I've been really working hard this week with getting everybody to make a plan.
Yeah.
That's the #1 way to get to success. So make a plan that you're going to just eat your plants off. Make a plan of what you're going to have for dinner. And I want you to have a plan for what you're eating for the weekend so that you're prepared. If somebody says, hey, do you want to go out? Or, you know, hey, what's for dinner tonight? Maybe during this week in class, you already wrote down what you were having for dinner each day. And that's great. Maybe it's pasta, maybe it's burgers, maybe it's tacos, maybe it's just sweet potatoes and some broccoli, or some regular potatoes and some broccoli.
Yum.
It could be really anything, but make it really easy, you guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, I'm so happy to see you, Rachel. This is awesome. So this week, I'm so excited that everybody's here. Thank you for being here so much. You guys are doing amazing. And what I want to say is, not only do we talk about Wednesday night making plans, we've been talking about planning, getting stuff ready. We've also been talking about taking action. And when I say taking action, I'm seeing people like sending me chronometers. I'm seeing people telling me that they're nailing it, that they've batch cooked, that they've meal prepped. I'm getting people to show me their grocery carts. Please post them in the group. Anytime that you guys are sharing your grocery carts or your plates or any posts, not only is this accountability for you, it's exciting for everybody else to see what you're doing.
It's giving people ideas of what, you know, if it's a food post, of what you're eating, what you're buying,
and all
what
those
you're cooking
posts,
with.
all the times you guys show up to the Zooms, all the times that you guys comment and participate in the challenge, we're giving away an air fryer, Instapot this month as our big giveaway. And on top of it, we give away stuff every week. I want to say hey to everybody in here. This is my time, our time with you guys. So get your questions. Let's just hang out for a little bit and let me show you what we're making for dinner.
We're going to go balls out with falafel balls.
Hey guys, it's Friday night. We're off the clock. Actually, not technically if we're here, but we're glad to be here to share with you how we kind of started doing stuff really easy. The first thing I have is my favorite bowls right here. We're going to fill these up with my already, actually,
Make some falafel balls.
I'll show them.
I got to make some balls.
You start with the falafel balls, and I'm going to show them how I'm going to squeeze a little lemon on there.
Because I don't have any ready up beforehand.
Yeah, we're going to show you how this goes, you guys. How's everybody doing?
You showed the ingredients.
Well, again, batch cooking. Well, if you're going to measure out one, measure out two.
Yeah, because
we even have a jar here for falafels.
The last time I used the jar, it was quick, done, over with. This time, we're going to crank it out.
Go, start how you're...
Yep. Well, what I do, I start with my chickpeas that have been rinsed, drained, and then all my seasonings are going right on top of the chickpeas. And I just mash that bad dog up. I mash all them seasonings up in there. Got the lemon.
I'm just squeezing some lemon right on the kale. It breaks down the enzymes. It takes away the bitter. It makes it really nice to eat. Now, I didn't want to put lime over the whole thing of kale because I might throw some of this in my smoothie. I might steam some of this. But we're going to load this bowl up, squeeze some lemon on it, and I'm just going to let that sit there.
Yeah, for sure. And that way, you know, you want to get them sulforaphane popping out. You know, if it's 45 minutes before you're eating, you cut up your cruciferous and set off
Why don't I get a little close up?
More cancer fighting. So yeah, I mash the chickpeas up right into all the seasonings, okay? Then I need like a 1/4 cup of potato.
We've got sweet potato already
juicy
batch
deliciousness.
cooked. A couple different kinds. It doesn't matter what you have as long as you've got them made ahead of time.
That is a juicy potato. This is amazing.
Those were the organic ones I got at Woodman's, actually. You can tell the difference.
Oh my gosh, the color, the flavor's amazing.
Look at these sweet potatoes. These are sweet potatoes.
It's like syrup dripping out of that thing.
It is. They're so sweet and delicious.
Yeah.
I
got these little finger covers. I got a boo-boo, so I got a Band-Aid on. I don't want that in my food. So
you know what? I'm going to do this.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be amazing. Oh, I should have wore that apron here.
I'm so excited to see everybody.
Heck yeah. All right.
I'm really grateful for you guys to be here. I don't know if you know this, but we have a planet on fire. We have billions of people eating themselves, millions of people eating themselves to death, and billions of animals being slaughtered. And we don't need to be doing any of that to be living our best life. If you would have told me 13 years ago that I would be like breaking up kale and mashing up chickpeas, I would have said that's absolutely insane.
Nuts.
No way. But when I started realizing, you know, I could not walk around. I was suffering from diverticulitis, IBS. I was facing double knee replacements, fibrocystic breast disease, autoimmune, high blood pressure, failed my last stress test, gastrointestinal diseases. Did I already say IBS, severe
Probably.
migraines, chronic pain,
Oh my God.
arthritis, advanced osteoarthritis? You guys, I was wrecked. I was
Yeah.
wrecked. You know what? And they just kept telling me, oh, that's hereditary. There's nothing you can do. And you know what? Nobody ever asked me, what are you eating? They just said, lose weight. Yeah, great, thanks. I've only been trying since I was born.
They don't tell you how.
Yeah, I've been trying since I was born. What am I doing while John's doing? I'm still drinking my smoothie.
So yeah, so then after you mix smash the chickpeas with the seasonings and you throw in like a quarter cup of sweet potato, get that all mixed up. Then, well, she's showing me that.
Easy peasy without the diseasey.
I get my 2 cups of cooled quinoa that I had in
Let me
the
get
fridge.
a close up. Do you guys like this? I love that you guys can be here with us because
I
this
know
is fun.
the recipe says
We love
put
you
it
guys.
all in the food processor and pulse it. No, it's this is
You know why?
way better to
I'm
fold
sick
in the
of
quinoa.
washing stuff.
Yeah,
So this is one step.
if you
Oh, let me get this for you.
if you're mixing with like a food processor, it's just too much on the quinoa, and it just kind of turns into paste. You want these like crumbles. You see how all that's
I'll move
together.
this pepper out over here.
Oh, yeah. You want pepper? Tell me when, man.
Big announcement. Big announcement. Set your calendars. Set your calendars for June 6th. It's a Thursday night, 7 p.m. We're going to be in Chicago with Dr. Barnard. He's coming to my town because we're going to be talking about, of course, his incredible book, The Power Foods Diet, which is exactly why I want you to come to Chicago to meet him, to meet me. For all of you guys local, you better be there. It's going to be at the Climate Action Museum. It's going to be in the East River Lounge, so it's going to be outlooking the river in Chicago. It's going to be really beautiful.
It's going to be great.
So plan that. Plan for a great week. I want to meet everybody. I want to see everybody. Let's rally the place up. They said, Stefanie, where should we meet for Dr. Neil Barnard? I said, Chicago, baby. Let's go. So here we are.
So being all plant-based and all.
You can eat this, by the way, just like this. Like technically, if you didn't want to wait and put these in the air fryer, you could sprinkle this right on.
It's amazing. You can throw your cucumbers and tomatoes
You
in
could
there
eat
and
it
just go to
just
town.
like this, by the way.
Or you can use a ice cream
You could put them on
scooper
here, but we're going to do what he does.
and make some balls.
Wow,
Just
are
like
those
that.
good.
That's
We
going to
just
be
need to
amazing.
mix this stuff up, you guys. I'm so good. I'm so glad to see everybody.
Heck yeah. That's it.
This
Some
is
falafel
great.
balls.
Let me
This
take
is
it down a
awesome.
notch.
Wow.
There we
Yeah.
go.
When we were saying, hey, what do you want to do on Friday night?
I said I want to make these because
yes,
I'm going to
we
have them Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I could do that. Some people don't like to eat the same thing every day. I can handle it.
Heck yeah.
So
if
while
you feel they're a little dry or so,
Let
you
me
throw a
show
little
them.
extra potato in it.
Let me show them what you got them going on here. Look at this.
We're just going to throw them in the air
Whoops,
fryer.
sorry. He's probably upset that I made them like crash into
That's
each other.
fine. They're going right in the air fryer, 400 for 15 minutes, and we'll see if
Okay,
they
it's
need
my
to get
turn.
more or not.
It's my turn. Okay, you guys, we're going to be making a dressing right now. I'm going to show you what the ingredients are for this. It's going to be some tahini. Okay, it's going to be some lemon. It is really easy. It's so easy. I'm going to be using some garlic powder, a little bit of salt, and we're going to squeeze out some lemons. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wing it. That's what I'm good for. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this in. When I travel, when we go out of town, when we drove to Houston, when we drove to New York, this is exactly what I made, was this dressing. I put it back in the jar, and we took it on the road. We actually had to put it in a ball jar, but we take the dressing, we put it in a cooler, we put it with some bags of kale, we've got our potatoes set up, we've got our cucumbers cut up, we've got our tomatoes cut up. Actually, you can put them in little glass jars, and this is how we packed to do a road trip. We kept it really easy.
Okay.
Let's see what you've got going on.
I'll tell you what I got going on. Honestly, it's too dry.
Oh,
I'm throwing them all back in. I added some more sweet potato, like I was just
gonna
saying.
modify.
Well, it seemed a little dry. You just throw a little more potato in there. I want them to stick together. I don't like them breaking apart. Personal preference. Or you could make them dry, like you normally get when you order them somewhere.
It's all about
greasy.
It's all about getting in the kitchen and having fun and realizing mistakes are gonna happen. Who cares about that? We're off to a new life. We're living longer. We're feeling better, and we're getting all the right ingredients in here for this.
That's right.
Now, what if we were putting it in chronometer? How would we do that? Ralph, it's so good to see you. Patricia, it's so good to see you. Susan, I love you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Share everybody. Chris, look at this. This is awesome.
For falafel balls,
yeah,
I would just do the whole thing because we're going to get probably about 16 balls out here, and I would just tell a can of chickpeas, 2 cups of quinoa, half a cup of sweet potato, and forget about like the seasoning stuff. You don't need
so if you were to put it in chronometer, you know, you could do it like that, or you could round it up and, you know, put in, you did a half a cup of quinoa. You know, everybody's not going to eat all of these. You know what I mean?
No.
We used a whole cup of chickpeas. Why don't you go ahead and put in a whole can of chickpeas in your chronometer and see what that does? Yeah. You know, go ahead and put in a cup of quinoa and see where that brings you. You see what I'm getting at? Just like he said, put all the ingredients in, and I'm not talking about the garlic or the salt. No, I'm talking about big ingredients like
the
this.
Macros, not the seasonings.
I've been riding about 100 miles a week on my bike, you guys. I'm definitely in the coasting lane. I'm going to water the heck down out of this tahini, and I'm going to show you how I sprinkle it all over stuff. What do you guys think? Any questions while we're going? I want to talk to you guys like you're right here in the kitchen. This isn't a food for life class, so we could do ask, say, record, replay, share, talk. We're here tonight, and you're in my kitchen. I'm the chef now. Okay, so this is how I kind of wing it. If I want to add a little, if I mess it up or I don't like the taste of it, I can always modify it. So this is how I wing stuff, and I've been making it for quite a while. I know I'm going to need about 3 lemons. I know it goes about this high. I do have the recipe somewhere, but if you just basically take 2 to 1, I believe, with water, like 2 tablespoons of tahini to 1 tablespoon of water, or 1 cup of tahini to 2 cups of water. That's not right.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I think it's.
I just wing it.
Yeah, that's why it's a recipe. It's just like, here's an idea how to do it. You make it like that the first time, and then if you want it different the next time, make it different.
It's getting thick in here, and then I'm going to just give it a little. That's awesome, actually. So what I'm going to do next for this.
This is going to be great. I'm drooling on these balls, by the way.
I have the recipe somewhere, or you can look up a garlic tahini dressing. I'm just pouring in the garlic in here right now, and I'm seeing what that flavor kind of. That's perfect, actually. That's perfect. You can't mess it up really, because just start slow. I'm going to throw in a little bit of salt. We're going to make a lot of this. I'm not putting all of this at once on. I'm prepping for the weekend. You could put in the, I did not know that there was a recipe section. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, in our page?
On the chronometer.
Oh.
Julie has definitely tried these, and she's validated. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to show you what I got for Mother's Day. Look at this. Look at this cactus. I'm not good at growing plants, but I'm doing great at the cactuses. So thank you for that. That was really nice.
Yeah, hey, that's lovely. I love it. It's so cute.
So when you use a little bit of warm water, it's easier for the tahini to kind of thin out. So I'm just going to add a little bit of warm water in here to start thinning it out. Whoa, I'm blowing it up all over the place. That's all right. I wear the perfect shirt, so if this stuff splashes on me, you won't notice. I want you guys to get comfortable in the kitchen. I want you to have fun in the kitchen. And I want you to realize that everything you're doing is actually helping you live longer. It's saving the planet. It's saving lives. I mean, it's a really wonderful, it's a wonderful feeling. You know what I mean? When you take it in. So this, look at this, how thick it was. and then kind of how thin it's getting. Do you see the consistency? It's very, very thin that I have it.
Yeah.
So why don't I go ahead and ask John to give this a
So
little...
I got 14 out of that. So we're gonna whip them in here for a little bit.
I accidentally added too much salt. So what I'm gonna do is make more of it to kind of spread it out. You just watch me blow it right there.
There we go.
I never really am big on salt, but I got a little carried away.
You add more stuff.
Okay, you try this.
Oh.
Try that.
Mmm.
Too salty?
No. A little more lemon.
A little bit more lemon?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
So I would have to cut up another lemon, actually. Oh, here it is.
Nice. You were ready.
Save
It's gonna be great.
the date. I hope to see everybody in Chicago on June 6th.
And then we could thin it out a little more too. But the lemon juice might thin it out. So you don't want to do water and then do lemon, then it's like.
I don't even think I put in a half a teaspoon of salt, but it really hit me.
This is great.
Okay, one more time. June 6th, 7 p.m., Climate Action Museum in Chicago. June 6th, Neil Barnard. Come meet us. Come meet Neil. He's really cool.
We're gonna put all that lemon in there.
We're gonna put it all in there. I'm doing that thing, John, where I'm like thinking ahead. Look how thick it is already. Let's see if we can. Now you guys get to see. We really
We do
are winging it.
And then I come in as the engineer and I scrape all the tahini off the sides, and then it changes the consistency.
I think it needs a little bit of pepper and a little bit of water.
Bring it. You tell yourself when. Okay, stop. Yes, let's do this up here. Woo-hoo.
I think it should just be a little thinner.
Go stop.
He's worried.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here, do the mix it.
I can't wait.
They're still
I
on
can't
the
wait.
side here. Getting it here.
Oh, somebody just already sent me the whole recipe in the chronometer. I can't look at it or else I'll lose it.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Where do you get the tickets? It hasn't even been announced yet, Penny. Can you believe it? It hasn't even been announced publicly, so there is no place to get the tickets yet. But I'm just telling you, save the date.
I'll tell you what.
You guys are really going to be the first ones to know. You guys are the first ones to know on the planet. Save that date. What do you think?
Well, that's good. You got the lemon in there, girl.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
So, in all fairness, now that I've watered it down,
This is amazing.
now that I've watered it
I
down,
lost a piece.
probably the way that we're gonna do this piece of kale got in
holy
here.
smokes, that's
It's
delish.
perfect. We're just gonna use a little bit of it for our bowl. The rest of it can go back in a jar. The rest of it can go into the refrigerator. It's going to last about 5 days.
5 minutes.
Let it spread out, thin it out even more. Make sure you put tahini in your chronometer. If you're gonna have tahini, make sure you put tahini in your chronometer. It can tend to be higher in fat, but I've been planning for this. I planned for this today. I didn't put extra flax seeds in my smoothie, for example.
Exactly.
I didn't have tofu for breakfast.
Nope.
I kept everything pretty even keeled so that I could put it all into this part.
I didn't even have oats for breakfast.
You do
I ate a
not.
ton of fruit.
You do not have to chill the dressing. It's perfect just like this, but it's also really good
However
if it's
you like
chilled.
it. Yeah.
However you like it. It's beautiful. Michelle, it's so good to see you. Your balsamics are on the way. Congratulations last week for winning.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and do another winner tomorrow. And I was telling everybody we're going to be giving away an Instapot for the month of May. It's also our birthday celebration month, you guys.
Yep.
Our birthday's next week for class.
That's
Same
right.
day.
Wednesday.
So
Same day. Happy birthday.
same day, happy birthday. We're going to be starting a
You say it's your birthday.
We're going to start a Facebook fundraiser to raise some more money for Plantspiration for our birthday. So I hope to see you guys there too. You guys are all awesome.
That's gonna be great.
The dressing is done.
Yeah.
We wanted to show you that when we measured out the ingredients,
Yeah.
the dry ingredients.
Double it up. Now put it in my
Well,
falafel.
I wanted to also mention that when I separate them like this, it's like I can see exactly where the ingredients were in case I got interrupted.
Yep.
And what else do we have going on? Let me show
This
these guys
is
so
amazing.
far what I
yeah,
have.
This is gonna be fantastic.
So let me bring the bowls back.
Bring them back.
I want to see these bowls absolutely filled up because the deal is if you don't eat it all, That's a plan for leftovers for the next day,
Yeah,
for
you could eat it
breakfast, lunch, dinner. Let's go ahead and throw some of these cucumbers on top.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, this is great.
A little bit of cherry tomatoes on top. And let's get
right
some
in the
questions, you
view.
guys. I love this.
We got our
I'm so
sauce.
proud of everybody, what they're doing, by the way. Everybody is doing incredible. I'm seeing chronometers. And by the way, the first time I say to people, hey, I want to see your chronometer, or the second time I tell them, or the third time I tell them, they get kind of annoyed and frustrated. I get it. I get it. And that's good if you feel that way, because that means we're facing an obstacle and it's a little uncomfortable, and that's part of taking action and progressing. We talked about, you know, mindsets and taking action this week.
Yeah, what I want to say about chronometer, it's not just to count your calories and count your fats and count the stuff. It's also to keep you accountable, because
That's really what it's about.
Having to enter Oreos or Triscuits or anything that you know you shouldn't be, you're going to get a feeling right there.
And I don't want to make
I've been there, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So,
I don't want to make anybody feel bad, but
No.
nobody called me and said, I want to join Plantspiration so I could eat a little bit of Oreos
So I go halfway.
and take a little bit of time getting to my goals. Everybody wanted to get this done, so that's why we're going to talk about taking action and just taking a look in Chronometer, because there isn't anybody who uses Chronometer
Just talking with a knife.
and
Careful.
doesn't have success. Consistently use Chronometer because it takes 3 days to slow down the mitochondria. You know, here, check this out.
Yeah,
So,
you
you know,
don't
you
wanna
go
slow.
out on the weekend, you have a little bit of high-fat foods because you done good all week, and then this gets back into your body, this 5 pounds, and then it slows down your metabolism again. It slows the fat-burning process, so now it just wants to stay there. It's going to hold on to it, and then on Monday you're going to go at it again, and it'll take 3 days to start revving it up again and to start burning again. So that's why I want to see people start today. You can go today on that Chronometer and you could take a look. It is an eye opener, and that's what I want it to be. Not to make a feel badder. I don't want it to, you know, make anybody feel sad about it. I want everybody to feel empowered by this. This is how you take control to getting this done. I mean, I took my car for emissions today. I took it for an oil change. You know, we schedule all these important things for our vehicle. Schedule the time to put a Chronometer together and see what you're doing with your food. It's a no-fail.
Yeah.
That's like me being right there. When you guys are like, Stefanie, how's this? I don't know, put it in Chronometer, because it's exactly what I'm going to tell you.
While you're working on Chronometer, just
You wanna
picture
see it again?
Stephanie's looking over your shoulder like,
Well, I don't want to look over anybody's
just
shoulders.
kidding.
And if I was, I'd be cheering them
You
on.
know I'm joking.
If it was, I'd be cheering you on.
Heck
saying,
yeah, man.
Yeah, get that fat out of there.
Yeah.
This is 5 pounds of fat. And people don't realize how much it is. And I'll hold it up and I'll say, that's a lot. That's a lot that you take off. And it's very bulky. This is 1 pound. And this is 5 pounds.
Wow.
And it really doesn't seem like a lot when you guys tell me, like, oh, I only lost 5 pounds. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Holy
This
shit.
changes the pounds per pressure on your knees just walking up the stairs. That's a win.
That's like
So
5
that's
of those.
6 pounds.
5 of those big butters. Boom. That was
5
other
big
pound.
butters. Yeah, I
You
was
know,
counting
think about
butters.
that.
So if I lost 100, what would that be?
20
of them. I know that. 20 of them. I wouldn't want to pick. I don't think I could pick up 20 of them.
I'll tell you what, your
What else?
knees would
What
be.
other props do you want to
your
see, you
knees
guys?
would remember
Let's
that.
talk about this. Every bite you take, you're actually doing this. Let's get
Yeah.
the blood flow going this weekend.
That's the highway to health.
A little bit of chips this weekend,
Yep.
a little bit of going
And
out.
you're just
Eh,
dragging along on the shoulder.
well, I don't
road.
want to tell people they're doing that. That's not what you're doing, you guys. But we want to
That's
open
where
those babies
I was.
up.
That's where I was. I didn't have the energy. Felt like I was just going along the shoulder of the road on the
And now
highway to
we're
health.
like, boom, boom.
And now I'm like in the fast lane.
We're just waiting for the falafels. How many minutes?
Yes. Too
5
many.
minutes.
Too
We're gonna give you
many.
guys a couple more minutes. What if your teeth can't handle all that kale? That's a great question.
Throw in a
Chop it up a
smoothie.
little bit smaller. Throw it up in a smoothie. I would definitely. Here's a great recipe.
This one's mine.
You're gonna take
There's
some
a lot of
lemon.
cucumber.
You're gonna take some liquid aminos, and you're gonna take some
yeah.
garlic.
Oh,
you
my
saute
God.
garlic, you throw in the kale right into a pan, okay, with a little vegetable broth, and then you put 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos, go a little short on it, squeeze some lemon on it, steam it for a couple minutes.
Throw a lid on that thing, put it on low.
Tastes like salami.
Oh my God.
It's softer, it's easier to chew.
It's amazing. I
Love
couldn't
the
believe
shirts.
it.
I'm not wearing a Plantspiration shirt today. Sometimes I gotta wear regular
I-
clothes, and this was what I chose today to run around. But he always breaks it out. But here, we'll make sure we're
That's
even.
pretty much all I wear. I have
I can't
a
wait for you
closet
guys to see.
full of new shirts.
You guys
that
know as
aren't-
members, you get a merch discount, right? We want to be telling everybody
Right.
to eat our plants off.
Eat your plants.
Sometimes we send that as winning stuff to people on the weekends. You can pick a
Yeah.
merch, you can pick a balsamic.
Oh,
It all depends. Any other questions? I'm gonna keep you guys here.
I'm telling you.
I want to see chronometers. It's win time when I see chronometers. If it's bothering you and it's painful and a pain in the ass, then do it anyway, because that's how we actually face it. I had to face it too. You know what I mean? It matters. All lifestyle medicine doctors, all lifestyle medicine coaches, when you guys are working with me, I'm going to say, give me 3 days of chronometer. It doesn't lie. It's going to show me where your mitochondria is burning.
Yep.
Actually, it can show you your burn in the app. Who's using chronometer? Give me a hands
I'll
up.
tell you what, when you have to enter a breakfast vegan sausage sandwich into that chronometer,
Yeah, you better not.
you better not.
I love you guys. Don't do that to yourself, okay?
This guy needs more cucumbers.
More cucumbers for this
For
guy.
you, yeah.
So we've got one of our favorite bowls in the world, you guys. We've been eating these for a good 8 years,
Yep,
maybe since
yep.
2017. 2019.
Okay.
We found these in 2019.
Yeah, it
And
is
this
all
is
right.
the
Yep,
this
yep.
is one of the first things that I made for people when they came to my house.
Exactly.
This was like week 1 of Plantspiration. Let's
was
learn how to do
101,
this.
yeah.
And Penny, you are using it and you're doing fabulous. If you're using it, you're doing fabulous right there. So when people send me their chronometer, maybe I'll talk about this really quick. They say, what do you think about this? And I'll say something maybe like, the calories are too low. You know, I want to see calories up a little higher.
Yeah.
16, 17, depending on it, you know.
Yeah.
I want to see it up. I want to see it up. And I want to see the fats really low. 20 to 25 is a great place to start at, okay? So what if they come in and they say, well, I'm up to 32 grams of fat already in a day? What do you guys think I'm going to tell you to do? Type it into the chat box and tell me what you think. What would I tell you to do if you're looking at chronometer and it had up to 36 grams or 35 grams? What would be something that you could do?
EYPO.
No, what I would say is check out where those higher fat foods are coming in. Check out the higher fat foods first.
Yes.
Swipe things out that are
Swipe
in
it.
boxes, that are in packages, and then see where your fat grams are ending up. Yep. Up the fiber, lower the fats. These guys
Yeah,
are plant-based
they are.
pros. These guys are plant-based pros. Listen, there is a tremendous amount of people crushing it over here. There's a tremendous amount of people losing weight, feeling great, getting off medications, reversing diseases, and that's what this is all about. That we were like, why would we be the only ones to do this when everybody else can?
There's something you gotta share for sure.
Oh, do we have to make it all the way to 1 minute and 31 seconds?
Yeah, it might have to go a couple more minutes. What do you think?
Well, we're gonna have to shut
I
them.
need a fork. Can you grab me a fork so I can check out my falafel? This is a mini fork. Yep.
Any questions
Oh, wow.
before nuts and seeds? And here's another great question I'm going to say. We need those fats. We need nuts and seeds. We do. This is why I want you guys to hurry up and get this down. Take those nuts and seeds out for just a little bit
Pause.
so that we can get them back in again.
Okay, they're mesmerized.
Whoa, put them on there
Keep
right
your
now.
eye on-
They're done.
Okay, they're super hot. Be careful.
We need healthy fats. Not only are we getting healthy fats from the beans right here, from the quinoa right here, from the kale right here, from the sweet potato right here. There's even going to be a little bit in everything, okay? We want all those. That's where I want to see those healthy fats. The little bit of nuts and seeds, a little bit of flax, a little bit of tahini, that's where I start seeing it go up to about 20, 25 for me. You know what I mean? And then that's it. I don't want to see those fats coming in from oils, processed foods, things that I really see a lot of is like tofuti or yogurts or stuff like that. You guys, vegan mayonnaises, get that stuff out. That's why I want you guys to keep it simple.
Wow, this is me. You saw me make these right in front
Chop
of you.
the kale up. Get a couple cucumbers on your grocery list this week and some tomatoes. This is why you see me bringing lemons home. I'm always putting lemons in sauces. And please build yourself a bowl. We've got these beautiful Plantspiration falafel balls. They're low. Sherry, how much fat did that come to? I'm curious. I'll show you guys. Our washer's going off right now.
They can't hear it.
Yeah, maybe they can.
Yeah,
oh,
they
you know
can
what?
see
I want to actually make it a little thinner. Hold on.
Go for it.
It needs to be a little thinner. Did you see that?
I didn't touch it. No,
You guys see me keep watering it out. No, it's not. Give me that fork. Tell them what I was doing before the live, by the way.
Oh, yeah. She was doing a plank until the cat came over there and bugged her.
I made it a little too thin. Put it a little thicker.
3 minutes.
3-minute plank. I couldn't do that before, you guys. I've been practicing since I've been telling you that I...
You only had to stop because of it. Just dump that in here. And then we'll
see how we're doing
get
this?
it all there. Now
I'm looking for the thinnest consistency so that we can really spread this out. You're watching me right in front of you. Modify it, make it work for me, make it delicious. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but this is how we eat our plants off. There is so much beautiful stuff in here. Yep. I do planks in the pool. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
If you're sitting here tonight in your chair, do some leg lifts. I do them all the time, just sitting in a chair.
Just do that off the diving board.
I do some arm circles, just sitting if I'm watching my show in between stuff. Anything that you can do is something. I just want you to keep taking action. Take action with making that list for what you plan on this weekend. Take action and put into your mind what you want to see accomplished this weekend. Like, I'm going to make it through the whole weekend doing my chronometer. I want to see the chronometers across the page. I'll give everybody 10 extra entries if I start seeing chronometer posts. That's how cool this is. Because I want everybody to learn together. What do you guys think?
I think that's a great idea.
I'll show you how much of this I have left over after dinner. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in Saturday support group. There's so much we're going to talk about. Actually, it's you guys that get to talk. I'm sure you're done with my talking.
We'll see you there.
We'll see you guys there, and of course, yoga on Sunday because stress management is a wonderful part of this lifestyle. So we're keeping it real, you guys. Good food, good mood, no meat. Now go eat. We love you all so much. Thank you for taking the time to be with us in our kitchen tonight. Nourish yourself to flourish yourself, and I can't wait to see you guys soon.
That's right.
This is the way we do it.